Production of Broad and High is funded in part by the Greater Columbus Arts Council, supporting arts, advancing culture, and connecting the community to artists, events, and classes at columbusmakesart.com.
PNC, committed to Central Ohio, for the achiever in you. From these contributing sponsors and viewers like you, thank you.
This time on Broad and High, a local artist creates some illuminating installations inspired by the pandemic.
I realized that I really wanted to talk about getting past this moment.
I'll help you celebrate the Ohio State Fair from home with another blue ribbon recipe. And music by a Columbus Middle School student. This and more right now on Broad and High. Hi everyone, welcome to Broad and High. I'm your host, Kate Quickle. Earlier this spring, when all of Columbus went into quarantine, Melissa Vogley Woods went to work. At home, of course. She lined the windows of her house with an interactive display. It required the viewer to use their cell phone camera to fully experience the installation. And her window art was actually inspired by a textile design that was created 100 years ago at the end of the last pandemic. By inviting the public to engage with her art at her private residence, she demonstrated how we can still be connected despite being apart. Now, a new and similar work of hers can be found on permanent display at the entrance of the Columbus Museum of Art. Here's her story.
So this was back in March when I started the work. It's just called Always. I really wanted to do a piece that was in the public eye, that addressed the very fresh condition of dealing with the pandemic. And I realized that I really wanted to talk about getting past this moment. I started to look at art from different eras, after certain plagues, and the pandemic that was the closest in relationship was the Spanish flu, what they call the Spanish flu. So I started to look at work that was made in the exact year when it ended, which was 1920. I found a piece by Raoul Dufy that was a pattern, like a fabric pattern that he had designed, which I felt was perfect, and it would block the window and block the view, but also accentuate the space in between public and private. We were stuck at home. I had to deal with what I had at my house, and I just happened to have this high reflective vinyl that I had used on a similar project in 2010. The vinyl itself is just like a very neutral gray, and you can't really see it unless you use a flash. So the work itself can be seen in the daylight, but it's most effective at night when you bring your cell phone and turn on the flash. Now, because it's high density reflective vinyl, it flashes back the equal intensity of the light. So when you do use a flash on your camera, on your phone, all of the pattern lights back at you. And so that just came naturally. It was like the vinyl, the windows, the pattern, the reflection, the interaction. People can see the work without having to be near anyone. You can activate it from your car.
So Over My Shoulder is a really exciting piece by Melissa Vogley Woods, and it's called Always CMA. And it's actually a piece that has a pattern that was extrapolated from a work from our collection. It's Louis Boucher's Still Life with Flowers that was painted in 1919 during the Spanish influenza. And Melissa had the wonderful idea to kind of remind everybody that we are in a very difficult moment, but that it will pass.
With this work, it was the same concept to make the same point, but it really leveraged art history in a different way because it is at an institution.
And she took the pattern from this more traditional looking still life with a big, beautiful, energetic grouping of flowers, and she made a very abstract geometric pattern which she then tiled into this beautiful wallpaper to cover this whole glass canopy.
This is the first piece that I've made that I didn't make with my hands. It's been really, really collaborative. The museum, they did a lot of work to find this vinyl and I believe it's 130 feet. It's something that you're going to be able to experience in any different kind of condition. If there's a second wave, if it's cold, if it's rainy, if you can't see the museum, if it's off hours, it's always going to be there.
And it creates a really beautiful entranceway to the museum, especially as we'll be reopening after a long period of closure.
Also, if you put a little piece of colored cellophane on top of the flash only, it'll turn the entire piece of color. Then you own that piece at the end.
This museum, which was founded in 1878, has survived 2 world wars, the Great Depression, the Spanish influenza pandemic, and we will survive this too. And that basically was the message that Melissa's piece was also reflecting at the same time.
Something about the light being brought to the piece from within, that you have that light on you. And this piece is just a reflection of what you already hold in yourself. And I felt that was really important, shining this kind of beacon of hope back to the people who came to see the work. We are at Hammond Harkins Gallery, and this is my exhibition called Out of the Blue. It's a series of 36 cyanotype photograms. So a cyanotype is like a photographic print because it uses light. When you block the sun, those areas don't expose, and it just happens to expose to blue. So there's some really direct contacts between the Always installations and this work, which is visible in this pattern, and that pattern is pulled directly from a combination of the Always pattern at my house and the Always pattern at CMA. The idea of this show really came out from the shadows that I see on the inside of my house when people take photos. I started to think about, well, what is the internal view of this external piece that I made? And it became really important that I did a process that was photographic, that was based on light, because the other piece was based on light, which then connects to my ideas about like history and erasure and what is brought to the light and what is suppressed.
Learn more about the artist at melissavoglywoods.com. Her cyanotype series, Out of the Blue, is on view at Hammond Harkins Gallery through August 30th. For times, details, and the gallery's safety precautions, visit hammondharkins.com. We're back with a new installment of Kate's Quick Bites. Today I'm sharing with you another award-winning recipe. Even though the Ohio State Fair is canceled this year, here's a way you can still get a taste of it from the comfort of your kitchen.
Oh God, I'm bad at this. I did not do this right. Okay, I'm gonna use a knife. I can't do this.
The Ohio State Fair has been celebrating home bakers and chefs since the fair began in 1850. But since this year's fair had to be canceled due to COVID-19, I decided to whip up a blue ribbon recipe that will be perfect for your socially distanced summer picnics and outdoor barbecues. This is Nellie's Potato Salad by Janelle Harrigal of Columbus.
Janelle, your potato salad won first place last year in the heirloom category. Can you tell us what heirloom means and who's Nellie?
Part of the requirement in being an heirloom recipe, it had to be more than 50 years old. So I decided to enter my mother's potato salad since she had been making it for years and years, and it was probably close to 80 years in the making.
So you're going to want to boil about 6 large potatoes. I used large red potatoes, and we've already boiled them. They're already cool. And now we're going to peel and chop them. The recipe says to boil your potatoes and then peel them, and I was like, I don't know. But look at this. Look how easily the skins come off. Okay, I'm sold.
I noticed in your potato salad recipe that you boil the potatoes with their skins on and then you let them cool and then you peel them. I had never seen that before, and it was shockingly easy to do, and I wondered where you or Nellie came up with that technique.
It keeps the potato solid, one piece. It doesn't crumble in the water, and it's just a lot easier to slice.
Okay, our potatoes are peeled and chopped. Now we're going to do the same process to our eggs. We've got 5 hard-boiled eggs. I'm going to peel them. I'm going to chop 4 of them, and then we'll reserve 1 for the garnish. Okay, Okay, so we've done lots of chopping for our potato salad. We've got the potatoes and eggs ready to go, and then to that we're gonna add 1 large onion that we diced, 1 stalk of celery also diced, and then 3 to 6 sweet pickles, however many you feel like adding. We did closer to 6.
Pickles are important. You want to do the whole sweet gherkin because that's in the juice, in its own vinegar there, and that's what makes it really tasty. A lot of people are tempted to use pickle relish, but that relish also contains other ingredients, and sometimes the preservatives will make it kind of a saucy juice, and that's probably because they usually put the high fructose corn syrup in it. So I highly recommend that you use the sweet pickles. And then you also have that really good juice that comes in that jar to add as a final touch to really give the potato salad the flavor that you want.
Can you use dill, or do you recommend sweet?
I guess you could use dill, but if you want to make Nellie's potato salad, you better use sweet.
Okay, now everything's in the bowl. Now we're gonna add all the stuff that makes it come together and turn into potato salad. So we're adding about a cup of mayonnaise. So we got that. We got a little 2 tablespoons of mustard to make it zingy. Then for fun, and I love this, there's 2 tablespoons of pickle juice. I mean, really to taste, but that's what we're gonna do. So we're adding 1, 2, so that's just gonna add briny, lovely pickleness, and then a pinch of salt. And we're gonna mix it all together. So once you've got it all mixed up, you can transfer it to a nice serving bowl and top it with a little paprika and your leftover egg that you didn't chop up. You can slice that up and make it all pretty on top. Pop it in the fridge until you're ready to serve. I'm so excited. I think Nellie's potato salad looks amazing. It was fun to make, and now I get to taste it. Let's see, gotta get a perfect bite with a little pickle, a little celery. It's delicious. All those flavors come together really well. This is a blue ribbon winner, and it'll be a prize winner on the table at your next picnic or cookout.
Find this and more recipes at wosu.org/Kate's Quick Bites. And you can download cookbooks featuring other award-winning dishes from the past 3 years at ohiostatefair.com/Blue Ribbon Recipes. Peyton Ramirez just finished the 8th grade at Wedgwood Middle School on the west side. She's also a participant in We Amplify Voices. It's an after-school music program that helps area students write and record professionally produced songs. Earlier this year, she joined us in the studio with her music mentors, Honey and Blue. We're excited to finally share with you their performance of Peyton's original song titled Unique.
You think you're clever now, always flex your point of view, try to bring me down and make me follow you, but I'll never bow, no way, no how. And you're never gonna change my mind. Never gonna change my mind.
Hearing voices coming from all sides. Listen close to hear the one from inside. When it's time, I'm gonna take my shot. My emotions getting tied up in knots, and I'm breaking free from my insecurity. Learn to just be me. No, I am unique. I'm unique. And you're never gonna change. My mind's made up. Keep moving up. Gonna take my time, 'cause it's all mine. And I'm never gonna fall behind. A color in your lines. I'm unique. And you're never gonna change my mind.
This time I'm gonna face my fear. Stare it down until it disappears.
When it's time, I'm gonna take my shot. My emotions getting tied up in knots, and I'm breaking free from my insecurity. Learn to just be me, 'cause I am unique. No, I'm unique, and you're never gonna change. My mind's made up. Keep moving up. Gonna take my time, 'cause it's all mine, and I'm never gonna fall behind. Color in your lines, I'm unique. I'm an individual.
I know I can.
Painting the beauty in my flaws.
I know I can.
I can overcome the odds.
I know I can.
Oh, make it through the night.
I know I can.
And everything will be alright.
I know I can.
My mind's made up. I keep moving up.
I know I
and take my time, 'cause it's all mine, and I'm never gonna fall behind. Color in your lines, I'm unique. I'm an individual. I know I can find beauty in my flaws, and I know I can just overcome the odds. I know I can make it through the night. I know I can, 'cause I'm an individual.
Visit WOSU.org/local tunes to see more performances by Peyton Ramirez and other young musicians who are part of the We Amplify Voices music program. The game of chess dates back nearly 1,500 years to India. Pieces that were once elephants and chariots have since been renamed bishops and rooks, but other than that, not a whole lot else has changed. Except now, a lot of them are actually being played virtually. Here in Columbus, the chess scene has been flourishing. Here's a look at how some Central Ohio players take part, pre-COVID, of course.
This is a knight. It has the ability to deliver checkmate all by itself. The knight is an interesting piece because it has the ability to move in L shapes. 1 up, 2 over. It also has the ability to jump over a piece. 1 over, 2 down. And because it can move in L shapes, it can go 1 down and 2 over and capture this pawn.
I am a math teacher. I teach in the upper school, so geometry, statistics, algebra 2, and I'm also the chess coach here. Our club meets every day at lunch, and so I put out the chess boards, and most days the students just can go and play each other. As a coach, it's important to kind of cover things that they're going to see in tournaments or just general ideas. So today we're going to work on the end game. But there's also times like when we're preparing for tournaments where I'll put a tactic or like kind of like a chess puzzle on the board, and then they're going to have to figure out what the next best sequence of moves are. whether that's whether they're going to win a piece or get checkmate. And really doing tactics helps you see and are able to plan ahead more and to come up with a better strategy.
So he was there, here. Okay, so you go here. Okay, let's try that.
Today, I have a position from the U.S. Chess Championships, which went on this past couple weeks. And so the best players from the United States played, and so you could go online and watch their games. I found a position, an in-game position, where it was a draw, but I want to see if one of them can pull out a win or if it will be a draw. So I'm going to set it up for them, and then I'm going to have them play each other with it.
This is a rook. Originally, it was named a castle because it's such a strong piece. A rook is a very strong piece because it has the ability to move all the way across the board, whether it be vertically or horizontally. And it can also move just one square or two squares. It can't move, however, to this square because it's not allowed to jump over a piece, whether that be your own piece or your opponent's piece. However, it's certainly possible that it could move to this square and take the pawn. So this is Chess in the Park, run by Lou Frisco, who organizes Central Chess Club. And I've been a part of this club now for over 3 years. I moved here from Manhattan, which also has great chess. And so what we're doing here today is an open tournament. Anyone is allowed to come and play as long as you have the United States Chess Federation identification. And you can just set up your tables and your boards, your clocks, and you know the rules, and then you get to play anybody you want. And if you're lucky, it's your day, you win the prize, and you walk home with $100. Well, I started when I was just a little kid. And I like to tell people that in some sense I'm already better than Bobby Fischer because he learned to play chess when he was 6, but I learned to play when I was 5. The thing that makes us similar is that we both taught ourselves. And so after that I played all through life, and now a few decades later I'm still playing here in Columbus. I think Columbus chess is just outstanding because for a medium-sized city that we've got here, you can go to the park and play chess, you can go to chess camps with tons of kids and adults playing chess, and then you've got a whole network of coaches that are willing to give private lessons as well as clubs in the area because, you know, Columbus is like kind of a sprawling metropolis, so the chess clubs are all over the place in Columbus, not only in the city proper but also on the outer belt. This is the queen. It's the most powerful piece on the board, and if you sacrifice it at just the right time, it can often be the key to your success. The queen is perhaps the strongest piece on the board because it has the ability to move as many squares as it likes vertically or horizontally, but also diagonally.
Okay, one other thing is they're going to play with clocks. Each person gets 10 minutes with a 5-second delay.
When I first started teaching at Wellington, I brought some kids over to one of the tournaments, and one of the section monitors was my old friend from middle school who I had known playing chess. And so we talked for about an hour, both saying that we wanted chess to be more widespread throughout Columbus, and we started a nonprofit whose mission is to get students playing, especially from the inner city schools, to play chess.
So we're at the Boys and Girls Club. We had done a partnership with them through the United Ways Neighborhood Partnership Grant, making it possible for all these kids to participate for free. And so we have kids from the Boys and Girls Club and from kids from outside the Boys and Girls Club that are here participating in our chess camp, week-long summer chess camp, and we're glad to have them here.
Okay, what do you do at the beginning of every game? You shake your hand. You shake your opponent's hand, so everybody shake hands.
I think one of the misconceptions is that I've heard at least, and from students, you know, oh, I'm not smart enough to play chess. And I think that is a total misconception. I think anybody who is interested in the game can pick it up. And just like anything else in life, the more you study and the more you do it, the better you get.
Educationally speaking, parents want their kids to be critical thinkers. Teachers want it. Our community wants it. So chess forces you to critically think before you move. Each move has a positive and negative consequence, like in life. Each life decision has a positive, negative consequence. We want to grow them into leaders, using those same principles in leadership and wherever they want to go. Chess, the power of chess can do that for children.
And thanks to technology, there are still ways for players to compete while keeping physically distanced. The Columbus Chess Academy is hosting an online chess camp for students in grades 1 through 12 from July 27th through the 31st. You can learn more at columbuschessacademy.org. And a Cleveland-based chess club is hosting online tournaments all summer long for both adult and scholastic players. Check them out at progresswithchess.com. Well, that's our show. Remember, you can find all of our stories online at WOSU.org, as well as on our free WOSU mobile app. And be sure to give us a follow on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. We're closing out the show today with music by Honey and Blue. For all of us here at WOSU, I'm Kate Quickle. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you back here next week.
Sometimes go by is easier than trying. It's easier than fighting and crying and fighting and more the same. But now I know that you don't know.
Production of Broad and High is funded in part by the Greater Columbus Arts Council, supporting arts, advancing culture, and connecting the community to artists, events, and classes at columbusmakesart.com.
PNC, committed to Central Ohio, for the achiever in you. From these contributing sponsors and viewers like you, thank you.